Hi guys, this is Strawberry Singh. A couple of weeks ago I got inspired by this pose and dress to create a picture of a girl kind of falling apart, and so I was messing around with different tutorials and I don't know, I couldn't really get the hang of it. I asked some friends on Plurk for some advice and they gave me a bunch of recommendations and I took those into consideration and I messed with the photos some more, and then I ended up with her being shattered like this. Now, it's not exactly what I was going for. It kind of works, and I've kind of put it on the back burner for now. I'm probably going to go back to it probably in a few weeks or months and try to mess with it again and see if I can get it to look more polished. But since I did that, I had a few people asking me how I did it and if I can do a tutorial on that. So even though it's not a finished kind of copy to me, I figured I'd share what I did so far to get it. It was relatively simple. I just started with myself on a white background. So what I first did is actually make a couple of layers of this. So I can do that by pressing Ctrl J, or you can just drag the layer down here. So once you have that, first thing you want to do is that you actually want to go back to the lower layer and then just get rid of her from that layer. So I'm going to use my lasso over here, and I'm just going to outline her, and then you can press Shift F5 to bring up the content aware, and if you do it that way it should be pretty neat and clean. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So once you have the background plane, we're going to make her visible again. So what we want to do is we want to bring her separately onto a different layer. So we're going to just take the quick selection tool, and you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So you're just going to select her and make sure you get all of her dress. Okay, I'm going to alt this white part out here, and didn't really do a good job of that. Let's try it with this, much better. Okay, so once you have her selected, let me get some of her hair. Once you have her selected, you're going to press Ctrl J a couple of times to copy her onto a new layer. So if you alt click, you'll be able to see that there she is. You can alt click again to bring up the rest of the layers. Okay, so once you've done that, then we're going to hide this layer that had her on the white background because we don't need that anymore. And we're going to go to the previous layer and we're going to get into Liquefy. I just realized you guys can't see all of this. Okay, so once you're in Liquefy, you are going to pull her in the direction that you want her to fall. So you're going to get a pretty big brush size, and you're just going to stretch her out, and it's going to look very weird, but it's kind of actually fun. So you want her to fall down in that direction, so you're just going to stretch it all out here. I'm not doing the best job with this, so you want to do it a little bit more carefully and nicely. I'm just rushing through this. So once you have her stretched out, let's make it a little bit bigger actually. Okay. So once that's done, you're going to hit OK. And a little weird, I know, but that's what it looks like. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a mask on this layer. Then we're going to press Ctrl I to make the mask invisible. And you're going to go back up to the first layer. You're going to make a mask over here as well. And now you're going to make sure that the foreground color is black, and you're going to use your shatter brush. Now I downloaded this brush from a website that I found, so I'll link to that in my blog post, so you'll have to click over to my blog post if you're watching this on YouTube, just to kind of get an idea. Now this is really big, so I'm going to get a lot smaller. Too small. That looks pretty good. And I want to actually change the direction of the brush a little bit, so I'm going to go into my brushes and just, let's see, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is how I want to do it. So now I'm just going to make sure that's at 100% actually. And I'm just going to kind of, I don't want it too much on her face. So what this is doing is actually taking it away from her dress. Okay. It's pretty good. I'm going a little bit more on the edges. You can use different brushes for that. There's some things that I don't want, like I don't want this one all the way over here. I don't want all of the little, there we go. I want the bigger pieces on the inside, not too many small pieces. Okay, so this is just quick. So now what you're going to do, oh, I got some on her face. I don't really want her on her face. Okay, so now you're going to go back to the previous layer, and you're going to make sure your foreground color is white this time. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pick a brush. You can use a different brush this time if you want. Let's go with, oh no. This one should be good. So I'm going to change the direction of the brush again. I like this, I think. That should be good. Let's try that. But we need to reduce the size. Oh, too much. And then now we're just going to, well, make sure you are on the masked layer and the foreground color is white. And then you do that. So you have her falling apart. Now this is a little too close together for my taste. Oh God. Okay. I have to make sure that's okay. And some of that there. We need a little bit more here. So now we have her falling apart a little bit in this direction. Too much. It's really tricky. So you just want to play around with the brushes and see which one you think looks best. And I didn't really do a good job with this, though. I think I did a better job in this one. But anyhow, so you get the idea. I'm going to delete her arm. It's here. And this is what I've done. So the other thing that you can do is Control E. Okay, and once you've applied that, you're going to press Control J, and I'm going to use this previous layer and I'm going to fill it. Fill this layer. Select the pixels, and then I'm going to fill it with 100% black. And I'm going to deselect, and then I'm going to use this and edit free transform. And I'm going to bring it down and make a little bit of a shadow. So we have that. And I'm going to reduce the opacity. And there we go. Then you can size it. And you're all set. So this is how I did it. I did this version a lot better anyways, but just to give you an idea. And if you guys have any more other tricks or suggestions or tips of how I can make it look better or more polished, I would appreciate it. Please leave a comment in my post. And thanks. Have a great day. Bye.